Okay. I want to look at lesson 1.2 today. And as we look at this lesson 1.2, order of operations. Now, these are older notes. I have always said order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You guys probably don't use that as much anymore, do you? Some of you do. Anytime you guys hear me refer to my Aunt Sally, I don't actually have an Aunt Sally, but I'm referring to order of operations. And this tells us what order we're going to do things in. Okay, when you're given a math problem, this is your master set of rules that we always follow. So I say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. What else do some of you say? PEMDAS? Okay, so that would be the other thing, is that some of you are just going to say PEMDAS. And here's my thing. I don't care what you say as long as you remember it. There was a group of students, been several years ago at this point, but they said pink elephants march, dance, and sing. That was their made-up version. Okay? So you just need a way you remember it. Now, P stands for parentheses, so we always do what's in parentheses. E stands for exponents. What are exponents? Those little numbers, right? Those little small numbers. And then notice it says multiplication and division, left to right. So that means as you look at your problem, you do all multiplication, division, left to right. And then what? All addition, subtraction in order from left to right. Okay, that's our rules. Okay, whether you think PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Those are just words to help you remember. So let's do some practice. Now, some of this is 3 to the 4th.
You do 3 times 6.
Yeah. This isn't really about order of operations here. This is how do I do 3 to the 4th. That says you take 3 and you multiply it. Not 3 times.
4 times.
Oh, that's 4. Yeah,
4 times? Are we okay with that? We know that our exponent of 4 tells us you multiply 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now,
81.
you can multiply in any order you want. I know what I like to do. Some of you are going to say 3 times 3, then multiply by 3, then multiply by 3. Probably a lot of you are, aren't you? Here's what I like to do. I like to kind of group them. 3 times 3 is 9. What's this 3 times 3? 9. And then I can say
9 times 9 is 81.
9 times 9 is 81, which is one that you might know. Technically, it's a good multiplication fact we should know. And if not, grab a calculator, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, next example. 2/3 to the 3rd.
You just multiply.
2.
You just multiply the 3 by 2. 3 times 3. So, I can't speak.
Well, we're not going to, if we're doing something to the 3rd, what has to go to the 3rd? It's going to be
1.
You could say, okay, so a couple different ways we can think of it. It's 2/3 to the 3rd.
Yes.
So one way to think is 2/3 times 2/3 times 2/3. If you prefer, you could also think of it, and I think some of you are trying to think this way, 2 to the 3rd and...
Yeah, that's how I started
Whoops.
saying it.
I was just saying.
You could think 2 to the 3rd, 3 to the 3rd. Both work. If you do this way, do you guys remember how to multiply fractions?
Don't you just go up and down?
Not up and down.
Well, all the way across?
No cross multiply, just go
Straight?
Oh, yeah,
Across.
straight across.
Yeah.
So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8.
Mhm. So 2 to the third, or 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So we're going to have 8 on top, over.
But he teaches it in different ways.
It depends on what you're doing. If we're just multiplying fractions, we just go across.
You, Mr. Rogers, and him teach all different ways.
Yeah.
So that's why he's saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
27.
3 to the third, 27, right? 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 is
27.
27. So 8 over 27?
Yep. Alright, so
What does 0.5 to the third mean?
you just multiply that 3 times.
0.5
And then isn't it?
times 0.5.
Don't you add a 1?
0.125.
Someone's using his calculator back there, aren't we? Which is fine. You just had it quick. That's why I was saying that.
I
That's right. You were working ahead. I forgot about that. But you might have still used calculator. So now, I don't care if we do this by hand or by calculator. Okay. I mean, as far as I can think, I let you use
I
it.
could just do the 5s. 5 times 5 is 25, and times 5, and you just move the rest.
Okay, I agree. If you look at 5 times 5 is 25.
Yep.
Times another 5 is 125. I agree. And then how many numbers are after the decimals?
0.
1, 2, 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. So thus, 0.125. Don't be afraid to grab the calculator either. Don't be missing stuff because you're like, "Oh, I don't remember how to do that."
Well, I try
Ask for help or use the calculator.
I'll try to use it. Try not to use the calculator first. I'll try to think
No.
about it.
And this is find the happy medium, right? You guys know what works for you. Okay, now we're ready to start more PIMDAS. Or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
I don't like these ones.
5 times 7 minus 4 to the second, divide by 2. Okay. What comes first in order of operations?
However,
Parentheses. Do I have any parentheses?
no, ma'am.
No parentheses. Skip that step. Next is
Exponents.
exponents.
We do have it.
Do I have exponents?
Yes.
Yeah, that's these little numbers. What is 4 to the second?
16.
4 times 4 is 16. So I'm going to replace this 4 to the second with 16.
Nice.
And my suggestion is that you now rewrite what is my new problem.
6. So it would be 5.7.
Not 5.75 times 7
Oh,
minus 16 divide by 2. And I encourage you to do that so that we know what order we're doing. We know what order everything's written in. So I just took 4 to the second and replaced it with 16. So now we did exponents, except it's not just multiplication.
It's division.
Multiplication and division, left to right. Now, in this case, it really wouldn't matter. Okay? But what can I multiply? What comes first?
The 5.
Multiplication of
5.7.
5 times 7. What is 5 times 7?
30.
See, this is why I didn't like glasses.
Are you saying you have bad eyesight and I put you in the back of the room? Okay.
I was going to say 45.
35.
I was not going to say that.
We're not going to do the minus right now, are we?
Nope.
Because we're just doing multiplication, division. The next thing is division. What is 16 divided by 2? 8. And now that takes me to 35 minus 8,
35.
which,
4.
so yeah, officially here, it's add and subtract. But we're also just down to 35 minus 8,
Which is 27.
27. Do we have a disagreement back there briefly? Silly mistake, I take it.
To me?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. This sounded. Stop. Do me a favor, guys. Stop and ask me questions if you're not sure why I'm doing something.
Why are
Okay?
you screen loading like that?
Because my computer just went to sleep. Not the type of questions I want you to ask. Questions about this. Okay. Next problem. Restart. Okay. Focus here.
We do 25 divided by 5.
There's no parentheses.
We're not too bad with this one. Okay. No parentheses. No exponents.
Nope.
Multiply and divide.
Yes.
Divide.
You want us to divide
Okay. 25 divided by 5 is
5.
5. Now notice, what am I doing? I'm carrying down the rest of the problem as is. So I put the 5 under it and I just carry down.
Well, 12 minus 5, I think that's
7.
7.
Okay. One more in this section.
Yes.
This is easy. No, I did.
When we look at 4 plus 3 to the 4th over 7 minus 2.
Alright. So there's no parentheses, there's exponents, there is
Okay.
no multiplication.
Okay, hold on.
81 is
Pause. Okay. So, no visible parentheses. Although I will tell you, sometimes you see people say, well, I'm going to put, officially it's like parentheses around the top, parentheses around the bottom. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do the top, we're going to do the bottom, and then we'll put them together as a fraction. But as we look at the top, it's 4 plus 3 to the 4th. What do you have to do on top? And I heard exponents, right?
Which would be 81.
So 4 plus 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Didn't we already do this?
It's
Yep.
81.
And then you just
81.
You make it 5. I mean 84.
Now the denominator, if we want, we could go ahead and leave it as 7 minus 2 for the moment. Now, or if you went ahead and subtracted, that's fine. Now,
it's 5.
keep going. 4 plus 81,
85.
85.
Don't you divide 2 after?
7 minus 2,
5.
5.
And then 85 divided by 5 is 17.
If this divides, you should go ahead and divide it. If this is the simplest fraction you can leave, then you would leave it here.
Well, the first one, that last one was 5. So it's gonna
Right, yeah. Something that ends in 5, like 85, we'll divide by 5.
be- Which is 17.
And so 85, if we want to go back old school here, guys, you guys aren't going to like this.
I don't think I want to go back to old school stuff. We're good.
5 into 85, 5 goes into 8 once. 1 times 5 is
5.
5. 8 minus 5 is
3.
3. Bring down the 5.
It's 35.
5 into 35,
What?
6.
6.
I mean 7.
8.
7.
Oh,
7 times 5 is
35.
35.
So it's 17.
Okay. Yes, Robbie.
Oh, I have a question. It's not about math, but it's important. Do you know what? Do you know what bus goes to Kokomo?
No, I don't. It's not important right now.
Oh.
We'll worry about it after I finish. Okay.
That's too bad.
Okay. Fire drill and getting Math Excel settled out, or took some extra time. We're going to do maybe 1 or 2 of these. We're not going to do them all. I'm not going to do them all. Okay. But what we're looking at here.
Can we do the
Notice it says evaluate. If A equals 3 and B equals 4. Focus up here, please. I gotta make sure we both know what we're doing here. I will redo scene chart if I have to.
Oh, please don't. I want to stay right here. So I can see it.
Now, what am I gonna do here?
Oh,
We're evaluating.
put A for, 3 for A and then B for
Yeah.
Okay. So,
replace the letters.
like parentheses around them when you put them in? You can, you don't have to, because I could also use the multiplication dot. Okay? So, first thing I want to see you guys doing on your paper is I want to see you writing this out with A and B replaced. So, it says 3 times B. I'm going to rewrite it as 3 times 4. And I don't know, are you guys taught to where you should use parentheses, or do you use multiplication dot?
I use the dot, it's easier. Yeah,
I think in Rogers we use parentheses though.
No, the dot's better.
Yeah, she uses the dot too.
She's.
And here's, okay, and so this is why I was just looking at my notes. We can do either way. I honestly, on a situation like this, would just say more parentheses. Or dot, sorry. Long day. So 3b is 3 times 4 minus a squared, 3 squared. Now, this is where I say, you have to look back at your paper because it's on my other screen. What does Aunt Sally want you to do first here?
That exponent.
Yeah. And if you use parentheses, note the parentheses are just around the 4, aren't they? And so there's nothing to do in the parentheses. So we're going to do the exponent. 3 to the second.
Well, 3 times 2 is 9.
3 to the second, 3 times 3 is 9. Now, again, I would encourage you to rewrite the rest of the problem so you know where we're at. So we've got 3 times 4 minus 9.
Got it.
Now what does Aunt Sally want me to do?
That 3 times 4, which is 12.
Why do I do the 3 times 4 next?
Because that's next on the list.
Okay.
The line.
Okay, so we did parentheses, we did exponents, now it's multiplication and or division. So 3 times 4 is 12.
12 minus 9 is 3.
And once you get to that point, 12 minus 9. You don't have to think whatever Aunt Sally wants.
Well, that's kind of too bad.
12 minus 9 is 3.
Aunt Sally's mystery.
Yeah, that's all I was doing.
Let's do this one here. 2b squared minus 7a. We might call it quits there. What's my suggestion that I want you doing first on this?
The A for 3 for A and B for 4.
Okay. If I walk over and you ask for my help, first thing I'm gonna have you do is rewrite this with your numbers in here. So 2 times, instead of b squared, I'm gonna say 4 squared minus 7a, which means 7 times 3.
Oops. Alright.
Okay. Ryland's not allowed to talk on this one.
Oh man,
He's banned for the moment.
Am I being? I've been talking. Why are we still
Hold on.
doing that talking?
Don't worry about you. Okay.
About what else?
Okay. Ryland's not answering right now. What's my first step?
Exponent.
Exponent? Because it's parentheses if you look at your list. No parentheses, that's exponent. So what is 4 to the second?
8. No, 4 times 4 is 16.
16. Now I'm going to encourage you, rewrite this out.
2 times.
Okay? I got,
7.
I replaced 4 squared with 16. 2 times 16 minus 7, and then times 3. Okay?
Yep.
Now, think about Aunt Sally again.
Don't you?
This time it's getting bad. I'm banning David and Chloe.
Oh, come on, let me answer just one more.
Okay, thank
Okay. I'm banning Chloe and David.
So,
Maybe it was a good thing I banned Chloe. She's not good then if you don't. Okay, think about it. Okay, parentheses, exponents. What's next?
can I talk again?
No, you're still banned. Hey guys, if you're banned, it's not a bad thing.
What is the next?
It's that you've been answering questions. I'm trying to give some other people a chance. I'm forcing the issue, okay? Now, okay,
Wait, where were we? Expo?
we did parentheses.
Okay. Yeah.
We did exponents.
Multiplication and division.
Okay, so Robbie sees multiplication division here. Let me go back to my problem. What's that mean I need to do here? No, you guys don't talk. Leave Robbie
I don't
alone.
know.
Robbie's talking to me and me only. Ignore everyone else, Robbie. So what did you just tell me Aunt Sally said to do?
Multiply.
Multiply and divide. Okay. So what do you see here that falls into that category?
2 times 4. So 2 times 4. Yeah, 2 times 16.
There's a multiply, right? 2 times 16. So let's do 2 times 16, which is
32.
32. I'll take it for that one. It wasn't, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to Robbie for the moment. Well, you were working. This was your step. You were in the middle of it. You're fine. It's good for you. Okay. 2 times 16 is 32. That was multiplication. Okay, Robbie, we said multiply and divide.
Yeah, no, we gotta divide. No, or wait, no, we have to divide 7 or I don't know.
No, keep trying, Robbie. Okay, Robbie, do I see a division symbol here at all?
No, I can't see it. I'm blind. So
Well, maybe I need to move you up front.
Yeah, move him right
I'm gonna
here.
have to pass.
Well, then you need to get glasses here and here then.
Pardon the interruption for the factory.
Okay, so
Tonight, or tomorrow, it was 1:13 at 7 a.m. before school. They were
Hold on. Okay. Pause while the announcement is on.
Continue to check your emails for lots of scholarship info. All bus riders, please do not forget you have to wear a mask on the bus and it must be on.
Rylan.
Yeah.
High schoolers, if you're interested in track, there will be a call out.
I was going to say that. I swear. I just don't want to sound anything.
Don't lie to me.
I just said there was no division.
Athletics is
Listen, guys.
basketball versus cat at home. And ninth grade boys will travel to Western for basketball at 6 p.m. Have a great night.
You too. I'm sorry, but they're gonna die.
Quiet. If you guys want to leave when that bell rings at 3, cooperate. Okay? So, I had 2 times 16 minus 7 times 3. Robbie, you said, Aunt Sally said multiplication division, right?
Yeah.
So you multiplied 2 times 16.
Yeah.
Is there any other multiplication or division shown?
So multiply 7 and 3.
Multiply 7 and 3. And what is 7 and 3? Anyone can help him out on that.
21. 21.
21.
Oh, hold on.
Now, what should still be between the 32 and 21?
Subtraction. Subtract.
And at this point, Aunt Sally says to add and subtract, but we're down to one step.
Yeah, it's
32 minus 21 is
11.
11.
Okay.
Now, okay. We'll try and get back on track, and I'll try and get you guys some work time. But if you would, please. I don't think I made it too long. I don't remember. Lesson 1.2. Go and look at it and do it Math Excel tonight. It should be available now and due tomorrow during class, assuming I have it.
We walking?
No. Well,
Yes, you should.
I always say make mine available at the end of class, but it's not that you're going to have class time necessarily to work on it. If there's questions, I can help you with questions, which is why I make it available throughout class. But we'll start new notes. Okay? Okay.